Blackhawks again. The Blackhawks are building it, and everyone wants to see it. And Connor Bedard is delivering, Mr. David.
Good morning, Mully. Yes, what a night it was at the United Center. Connor Bedard with his second hat trick this season already.
You called it yesterday. You said he'll have his second hat trick.
I don't know that I called that.
Oh, maybe I just heard that.
Maybe you just heard that.
Maybe
but
that's one of the voices.
It was an exciting night. His third goal was an empty netter. Doesn't matter because
Those are the best kind.
Yes.
They're very easy.
And he's on fire. 11 goals in his last 11 games. He's got 13 in 19 games. Last year, he didn't get his 13th goal until January 19th, I believe, 16th. Wow. And so he is definitely driven. He's playing with a purpose.
Oh, Canada.
Yes.
That's his goal, right?
And both of his hat tricks have come against Canadian teams.
I noticed
coincidentally.
That. Yeah, I don't think it's coincidence.
By the way, Mully, your guy Macklin Celebrini,
yeah,
he saw what Bedard did. He said, I can do that. He also had a hat trick.
That's a guy I've been pushing. Yes. I tried to push him. I think they took Levshin off in that draft, that was a good pick.
Artie's having a party himself.
Artie with the party.
10 assists already, so this is a fun team. They win again. Jeff Blasher, we heard him coming in, has a lot to talk about because the Blackhawks are – last year, they didn't get their 10th victory until December 15th. This year, they've got 10, and they feel very good about themselves.
That's awesome. I mean, when you have winning teams in Chicago – life is good.
Yes.
It's different here than in other places.
It's been a fun week.
When you win.
Yes. Been a fun week. You had the Bears begin it with their victory in Minnesota. The Bulls surprised us in Denver by pulling off a victory over the Nuggets. And last night at the UC, Bedard and company, they beat the Flames.
They got 10 wins now, right?
Yeah.
Are they 10-5?
10-5-4.
That's unbelievable.
10-5-4. And they are about a month ahead of last year's pace. Last year was not the year to remember. But this is a team that...
Say it.
Well, they're right now playoff caliber team.
Say it. Say it again.
Are
you listening, everyone? The prediction's in.
I don't know about a prediction yet. I think I want to wait a little bit more time, but it is exciting, and it's time to get back on board. If you are a believer in the Blackhawks, you want to get on the bandwagon, there's plenty of room available.
It is a long season.
Yep.
What is, generally speaking, the moment you start looking at standings?
I think probably after the first of the year.
Okay.
Maybe the first of the year. January to mid-January, you start to get a sense of what kind of team you have. And if they are still playing at this level, then I think you start to approach maybe the deadline a little differently because – you know, they're doing this with a lot of young players. They're getting some contributions from some guys like Bortuzzi and veterans, but this is a very young team, and the strength is their goaltending, guys like Bedard and the young talent Nazar. And so you're just going to see how far they can take this and how quickly they can arrive.
Yeah, we talked about it before with young teams. You just don't know when the arrival point is, and it is not unusual to get there earlier than you think. Not saying that, and I also think with young teams, it is sustainable.
Yes.
When you have youth movement advancing quicker than expected and still players on the way, guess what? That's a great situation to be in.
Last night was a good example of that because you had a guy like Ryan Donato contribute with a goal. They re-signed him in the offseason, a veteran that earned his contract extension. Oliver Moore, who's been up here for 5 minutes, gets another goal. He makes things happen when he's on the ice. Just
speed.
Just
speed kills.
How fast he is. So they're complementing each other well. And I like the fact that they have a little bit of an edge. After the game was over last night, there was a little bit of a scuffle on the ice as the teams were leaving the ice.
That's what hockey is.
It's what hockey is, and the Hawks have a little bit of abrasiveness that you respect, so they're not going to be pushed around this year.
Score goals, stop goals, punch people. I'm probably exaggerating.
Well, yeah,
but you need
you can't be afraid to take a swing.
You've got to have all sorts of different players.
Yes.
You've got to have complementary. You need defensive-minded players. You need a good goalie, and they got one. And you need guys that can score, and you need guys that can play a physical style, and guys who can protect your goal.
No doubt about it. Emotional night at the United Center. Before the game, they honored the military veterans. There was a 100-year-old veteran
Wow.
they paid tribute to. And so there were a lot of things going on, and just a great night to be there.
Is that a World War II guy? There's not a ton of them left, but that's
Not a
pretty
lot
awesome.
left.
That is really something special. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. So the Hawks are rolling.